my viewers and subscribers, welcome to my channel. My name is Sarah. Welcome to you, all my new subscribers. Thank you for your subscriptions. To all you, my old subscribers, thank you for your continued support. And to all you, my viewers, thank you. But I'd like to ask you to consider subscribing. Let's do that exchange. So if you've been watching me for a number of weeks now, please do consider subscribing, guys. That would be really nice. So welcome to my channel. As you can see, the title of my video this morning is for content creators, basically. I'm just going to check to ensure that my audios are fine. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Welcome again to my channel. So guys, I just thought to do another quick random video over here. I want to talk about something that I have observed on social media. This is regarding fellow content creators. So guys, what I'm trying to say is this issue is really a little bit concerning. I have noted that a lot of content creators are bringing their personal, private issues online, to talk about your struggles online. That's what I would like to talk about. I know it's probably nothing to do with me, but hey, sometimes it's tempting, okay? When you're going through something, it's tempting. You want to let it off your chest, but once it's out there on social media, you cannot take it back. Okay, so the temptation to take your dirty laundry online, on social media, especially when you know you can actually do it, you have the platform, it's easily done, but once it's out there, you cannot take it back. So to all you content creators, these are my observations, okay? So I've noted a few content creators that bring their private business online, and I've noted that it doesn't end there. So as soon as you bring your personal business online, guess what other people start to do? They start to recreate content, and they start to make fun of you, and you cannot take that back. You've put it out there already. So today I am actually addressing other content creators because I feel the pressure sometimes as well. When I'm going through something, I want to go on my platform, on social media, and use my platform to communicate my whatever frustrations I'm experiencing. But that it doesn't do well with me. So I just like to create content, and when I do create content, I don't want my private life being out there for everybody. So I was actually wondering why certain content creators do that. Are you aware of the damage that does to your personal life? If you're not aware, I like to observe other content creators And I have noted in the few weeks I've been online, in the few weeks I've been creating content, that as soon as you leave, for example, if you are that content creator that creates content, bringing your dirty laundry out online, out on YouTube, on Instagram, or wherever, other people take it, and they start to abuse it and they start to make fun of it. I think that's not very nice. That's not very nice, especially when there are other people involved. Say for example, your family members, your spouse or whatever, and they're getting a bashing from negative reactors. That's a little bit too much. So I just thought I would like to create a video like that to talk to my fellow content creators and say that keep your personal life private. Try not to bring it out here in the open. I mean, it's got nothing to do with me, but I'm just saying that once you put out personal information out there, you cannot take it back. That's the thing. Once you put it out there, you cannot take it back. So, yeah. I was wondering, why do people do that? Does anyone know why people put out their private information, their private lives out here in the open on a public platform such as YouTube or Instagram? Do you understand you'd never be able to take that back? Again, once it goes viral, it goes viral. So in the name of what? Is it in the name of building the channel, of getting more subscribers, of getting more viewers or views? Do you do it for views? But at what cost? So yeah, guys, I was actually wondering why people do that. Like, am I missing something? As much as I would like to create content, I don't want my life out here in the open, for everybody to see. This is why I'm taking things slowly. As you can see, a lot of people are saying, oh, we want to see your face. I know that. But then I'm learning, because I don't want my life out here in the open. As much as I'm creating content, I don't want my life to be a part of that content. Okay, so I'm producing a certain type of content, but every area of my life doesn't have to be online. Okay, so I'm failing to understand why other content creators, they'll show you where they sleep, they'll show you what they eat every day. I mean, that's much. That's a bit too much, isn't it? So, guys, I'm just wondering, is it just me? Am I the one that's feeling uncomfortable with how certain content is produced? Do you know, just a few days ago, I noticed somebody, they carried their camera, they went into the bathroom to use the bathroom, and they had their camera on. Yes, we couldn't see anything, but clearly that was bad. I just thought, oh my God. So there's no privacy anymore. That's quite sad. So what do you think, guys? Should really content creators be taking their camera in the bathroom whilst they use the bathroom? Should content creators taking the camera in the shower? is that really what content creation is all about? I beg to differ. I beg to differ. I would like to produce content, but I don't want my life out there in the open like that. Yes, I will share some things about my life, okay? But a certain extent, to a certain extent. So, guys, why do people do that? Why do you come here on YouTube or on Instagram or whatever platform, or even on Facebook? Why do you go on social media and really just start to talk about everything about your life, showing people where you live, where you sleep, what you eat, how you shower? Why do people do that? Is it like reality TV? Is that it? I think sometimes it's really overdoing things. Like even reality TV, what I know is that when the cameras are up, you know, people won't necessarily bring out certain information, you know. People won't necessarily bring out certain information. Yeah, they will dramatize a lot of what they do, but that's what they want you to see. So I'm just wondering what causes people to just go no filter at all. People just go online and they're producing content and they're showing everything, talking about everything about yourself. Once it's out there, okay, you cannot take it back. So would you why would you do that to yourself and to your loved ones? I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. If that's, you don't mind your privacy being compromised to that extent, that's okay. But it's I'm just trying to understand why content creators do that. I'm learning. Okay. So so far, what I'm seeing, I don't like that. I really don't like it. Say for example, if you produce content inside your house, inside your home where you live, why not just have a particular corner where you have your camera and you can sit there and talk? Why do you need to walk around in the house? Do you need to walk around outside your yard, your entire living space? Why do you need to do that? I don't understand it. Why not just place a camera in a specific um place or on the table, right? Or you can move it and then have it in another corner some other time. So why do you have to really just, I don't understand that, guys. I don't understand that. So I'm here to find out why my fellow content creators do that. Am I missing something, guys? Is it reality TV? So yeah, guys, what about safety issues? Do you feel safe doing that? Showing people when you come out of your yard, and do you feel safe doing that? So yeah, I've been thinking about having to do this particular video. So guys, yeah, every content creator needs to watch this video, okay? every content creator needs to watch this video and really think carefully about what I'm saying. So I'm not saying I'm the best content creator. As I said, I'm new to this. I'm new to creating content. I'm very, very new. So I don't know. I would like to know. I wanted to do this video earlier, but anyway, I got a little bit busy, so I just want it out in time so that it's premiering at a certain specific time. That is why I am recording it now. So I want to know why content creators film themselves showering and in the bathroom, even in as private places as the bathroom. Why do people do that? And then why do people sort of like take their whatever relationship challenges out here on social media? Why do people do that? I don't understand. Do you know the people you are telling about the challenges in your relationship? Some people laugh at you, and yet they also have problems. So why would you, my fellow content creators, take your relationship problems out here on social media and start to tell it to other content creators? Do you think that's the best thing to do? So guys, I don't know, maybe I'm old-fashioned, but I beg to differ. I just think that your private life should be left private. Okay? That's what I believe. I believe that a person's private life should be left private. Okay? Yeah. So, am I missing something, guys? So, I'm talking about, I would like to know why content creators take their problems out here on public platforms and start to talk about their relationship issues out here on public platforms. What are you hoping to achieve when you take your relationship challenges on your platform? Don't you think when people have relational problems, especially couples, don't you think that the best place to go is to talk to a marriage counselor? Why would you bring your relationship challenges that you have on social media, or even parenting skills? Why should you bring your parenting skills over on social media and talk about them to the whole world? Yeah, I know that subscriptions and people are viewing your channel, viewing your content. That is your priority, but would you prioritize that over your privacy? Would you really sell out like that? Guys, I think there's a really healthy way to do it. Look, we have young people, right, who watch us produce content, especially if you consider yourself as an influencer, right? You're influencing young people. You're influencing people that look up to you. You have a voice, right? So use your voice correctly. Use your voice correctly, because to me, if you're gonna go out here and start to talk about the challenges you are having with your partner, with your girlfriend, with your boyfriend, or with your husband, you bring them out here on social media. I think that's not right. That something is wrong with that. Honestly, even if you say you're prioritizing, um, views and subscribers, you are what you being is a sellout. Okay, you are being a sellout. Keep your relationship private. People have all kinds of issues, right? All people do. Everybody has their own challenges. But why do you find it okay to bring your relationship problems out here on social media? Do you actually understand that once you do that, you can't take it back? I would actually, do you know what? I would think that a lot of people need educating. Like, if you're gonna go on social media, people need educating the sort of information, how far you can go with it. Okay. Um. Yeah, guys. I think that sometimes things are overdone and nobody says anything about it. It's the trend. I find it a little bit OTT. It's a little bit over the top. People are getting messy with content creation. Like, why would you bring, oh, hi, Ken, Kayonta Williams, hi, how are you? Hi, everybody else. How are you all, my viewers and subscribers? So my name is Sarah, and early this morning, I have decided to just bring this video out very early so that it does premiere in time. Okay, so I couldn't do it yesterday, I couldn't do it late at night, so I've just decided that I am going to address this issue. As you can see the title, I just thought I could address it now. Okay, so I'm just bringing to all content creators, to all of you, to your attention, that do you guys pay attention to the sort of content that you are bringing out here on social media? Do you realize that your whole life, right, is actually out here on on um on these platforms? Once you let it out of the bag, you can't take it out. And what I mean by that is that once you put your dirty laundry out on Facebook or Instagram or here on YouTube, you can't take it back. So why not limit the sort of information that you put out here? Why don't you just make it about content and live your private life, live your family, live your husband, live your wife, live your children, and everything else out of it? Fine, if you're gonna come out as a family, do, but remember not to bring out private information that you are literally putting out here in the open. So why do content creators do that? I'm a new content creator, and so I'm learning. But what concerns me is that if you are an influencer, you have young people looking up to you, watching what you do. And when you do that, those young people think, oh my goodness, this is normal. So when I do have problems, guess what? I'll take them to social media. Hooray! You know, I can actually take them to social media and tell everybody what's happening in my relationship. That's what you're teaching the the young people. You are an influencer, right? And you have a voice. And so they think it's okay. For example, let me say this, guys. Morally speaking, do you know, I've been really itching to talk about this. There's content that has been coming from certain parts of the world. Okay, I'm not gonna be naming names here, but there's certain content that's been coming out from certain parts of the world. Okay, not from the UK. Okay, not from the UK, and I won't name names, but this content, it's been like, it's really bad content. Okay, and then, you know, groups, pockets of YouTubers are joining in, and ew, so bad, so bad. And you know, the young people are watching that. Do you know what? Morals are decaying around here, around YouTube. So you should know, when you pick up a camera, okay, and you have a voice, in other words, you have subscribers, you have viewers, you should know that because you are that influencer, you are literally polluting these platforms with all kinds of immorality. Look, I believe in being creative, okay? I do. And to some extent, I also do plan being creative. But if your creativity is going to turn into immoral stuff, then you know what? You're on social media for all the wrong things. Who are you influencing with that? It could be just a sketch. Okay, it could just be a sketch. But then you see, be careful what you produce, because as I said, you are influencing people. Do you know what? I'll give you an example, okay? And I'm not blowing my own horn. I'm not blowing my own trumpet here. I'm simply saying this because it happens. There are times in my life when I put on something, some people want to wear the same thing. There are times when I do my hair in a certain way, some people want to do their hair like mine. There are times when I lose a lot of weight. Some people want to lose a lot of weight because of how I look. People like it. And there are times when I put on a little bit of weight. Some people want to put on a little bit of weight as well. So do you see that? Why is that? It's because I influence people without even trying. So I want to be very careful in the way that I'm going to dress, in the way that I'm going to talk, okay? Because there's somebody watching me and they want to copy what I do. So now imagine if you are doing that on a larger scale. Say, for example, you have millions of subscribers. Imagine when you start to just let words flow out of your mouth like a river. Okay? Imagine when now you start to take your relationship problems out here on social media. Okay? You have young people younger than you, they think that's okay. They think that's okay. And they, you know, when they have issues, family issues, they're gonna be taking those problems onto social media. And what then happens is, people will exploit them. People will know about their personal business that people have no business knowing. But you are the one that taught them doing that. You didn't tell them to take their personal problems out here on social media, but they saw you do it. They follow you. Okay? Can everybody please, I'm going to ask, can everybody please take responsibility for the sort of content that you create on these channels? I mean, you know, it's really concerning, okay, when people are taking private issues out here on social media. Who wants to know that, you and your boyfriend or your girlfriend, or you and your wife, or you and your husband had a fight? I don't want to know that. So why are you telling us? Okay, you may be saying, why did you open the video? Well, it's there for people to see, right? It's there for people to watch. So, and I don't know what's in the video until I listen to it. So why do you bring your personal problems out here on social media? Well, being creative, actually, you are just putting your dirty laundry out there. Okay, I'm going to be creative on social media. I will be, but it's got nothing to do. I'm not going to be, putting immoral things on social media. I'm not going to be doing that. So why do some people find it okay to actually put their relationship problems here on social media? Hi, good evening, Brett Flaws. Yeah, hi guys. Thank you for joining me. Again, my name is Sarah. Welcome to my channel. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you're watching me from. So if you are my old subscribers, thank you for your continued support. Welcome to all you my new subscribers and all of you my viewers. If you haven't already subscribed, please do consider subscribing, okay? It won't cost you anything. Let's do that exchange because you enjoy watching me. So why don't you subscribe, okay? So yeah, guys. Oh, from Arizona, USA. Oh, great, Brett. So, okay, what time is it there? Is it like late at night or? Wow, that's good. That's good, thank you. Anyhow, so as you can see, guys, the title of my discussion today is for all the influencers. Oh, 9:05. Oh, great. Oh, that's good. So yeah, this is for all content creators. You're an influencer out there. Really, I just would like to talk about, I want to find out why people wash their dirty laundry out here on social media platforms. Like you have a fight with your loved one, you take it out here on social media and you're telling us that you've had a fight. Why do you do that to each other? And do you realize, fine, if that's how you want it, that's how you want to live your life, but as an influencer, as a content creator, do you realize that you have a voice? And do you know when you have a voice, you need to use that voice correctly? Because what you are actually doing is that you have people who look up to you. I gave an example in my case where naturally I do have people that want to dress like me. They want to do their hair like me. For example, I'll give you a very good example. If I do braids, suddenly somebody would do the same braids as me. Like, okay, if I wear a certain dress or whatever, somebody else will buy it. Somebody else around me wants the same shirt or dress or whatever. Okay, so it's the same thing. If you have a voice out here on these social media platforms, okay, you have young people, not just young people. You have people that are looking up to you. They like you, okay, and so everything you do, they would like to do it. So if you come here, you've had whatever arguments you've had with your boyfriend or your girlfriend or whoever, and you start to tell people, oh, this and that happened, and you're telling us when you are not happy, when they are not happy, you're telling us, don't do that, don't do that. It's not something you want to do. Keep that private. Keep your private life private. Don't bring everything about you out here on social media, right? Fine, if, as I was saying, if that's what you want, but do you realize that because you have subscribers, I'm only a small YouTuber at the moment, but my my um my channel is gonna grow. It is gonna grow, and this is not how the way I see some people do. That's not how I would like uh, to grow my channel. Of course, I would like to bring out content that's interesting, and I'm going to do that a lot. But I think there's a fine line between creating content and just putting your personal business out here for people. That's not that's not correct. Fine, it's not my life, but as you can see, as I said, I'm just on YouTube supporting people, live stream. Oh, that's good. That's good. Brett, YouTube is the thing. YouTube is the things is to put our info on because people want to know about us. Well, yeah, that's right. People would like to know about us, but should we really put our dirty laundry out here on public platform? Should we? I mean, I don't think so. I don't think we should do that. Regardless of the brand you want, okay? Yes, you can tell people about yourself, but I think you have to be very wise how you do that. You don't put a camera every corner of your house. We know where you sleep, we know where you shower, we know where you bath, we know everything. We know what you drive, we know when you've had an argument, we know when you are moody. That's terrible, right? So all I'm saying is that as much as we are producing content, there has to be a fine line between creating content and really just making a clown of ourselves, of our lives, over subscribers and views. Okay, it's good to be wise. Okay, it's good to be wise. You can be wise and still build a very good channel. Okay, so you don't have to produce cheap content. Okay, and just be messy so people can subscribe to you. You can actually produce really well, I mean, well, yeah, well, fine. Yeah, I mean, you are right, but remember that when you do leave, when you do bring out private information about your life, you can't take it back. For example, you really can't take it back. It's out there for everybody to see, like for life, right? And yeah, maybe you did it in a moment of madness, and then you regret it later, right? So that's why I'm saying that for me, I'm a new content creator and I'm learning, and so even though I'm going to be producing very good content, I'm going to be very careful what sort of images, what sort of information that I bring out, you know. And if even when I'm creating content where there's other people, I really don't want my camera in people's faces, you know, on purpose. Like, you know, yeah, if I'm in a public area, you know, I don't want my camera specifically in somebody's face. Okay, so it's about being very what's the word I'm looking for? You know, you just don't do things like that. You know, you just don't do things to annoy others. Or if you like your life like that online, on reality TV, but at least don't do it to other people to a certain extent. But if somebody brings themselves into the camera, you can't help it, right? So if I'm focused my camera ahead and somebody comes there, that's got nothing to do with what I've done. They can see that I've got my camera is pointing well ahead, and then if they come in, I mean, that's what they wanted, right? They wanted to appear on there. But then for me to deliberately, you know, I can't do that. Similarly, like when producing content, I don't think that it's wise to talk about um, to talk about your relationships with your loved ones, for example, and even, hey, that's a little bit too much. That's a little bit too much. And then what happens is, I don't know what sort of content you watch, but please don't mind these things because it's private. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Um, that's why I'm saying that. You see, when you produce content about your relationships, you leave it out here on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram. What happens is you have people who react on what you just did. They start to scrutinize everything what was said, how it was said, and they start to put in their 2 cents in what they think is going on. Okay, so if you don't mind that happening to your life, that's up to you. But is there a situation about private info, or there's not a problem with this? Oh, what do you mean if Brett? If there's a situation about what? Sorry, maybe rephrase your question. It's a little bit, you missed out something. So anyhow, as I was saying, guys, yeah, I'm a new YouTuber and I do create content, and I'm a little bit amazed by some of the content that I'm viewing online, where people are just bringing their personal lives, personal problems out here on YouTube. People do not mind these things. Okay, is it okay, guys, to bring out your personal problems on YouTube or Instagram or Facebook, and you start to talk about them? You start to tell people what happened in your relationship and how things are going and all of that. Is it good to do that? Why not? Why not? Because it is tempting, right? It is tempting to do that just because you can, just because you have a camera, you have the internet, and you have the voice. But at the end of it, if you think about it, right, it's not the best thing to do at all. Okay? Because reactors are going to take that information, they are going to react, they are going to give their own views about what they think is going on with your relationship. And then, people are going to say all sorts of things, and you can't take that back. But most importantly, remember that you are an influencer. Okay, you are influencing people who look up to you, and they they what they do is they're going to follow your example. And so when they have problems in their own relationships, guess where they're gonna turn to YouTube, and they're gonna be talking about what happened. Why? Because they look up to you and they saw you do the same thing. So that's not a good thing, guys. That is not a good thing. I know that most of you, maybe if you're gonna watch this video later, I know you may not like what I'm saying, but I'm not targeting anybody specifically. There are people who do this. Look, it's different. For example, if you have a certain area of your life that you would like for people to know, okay? Maybe you're raising awareness or something has happened to you. Have an interview. Take that to somebody that is skilled and have an interview and talk about it to raise awareness or for whatever reason you want to do it. But to bring pieces of your life out here on social media, talking about how your relationship is going, what happened yesterday, that is a little bit too much. Your private life should be private. Your private life should be private, right? And I'm not saying that don't produce videos inside your house. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, why why film everything in your house, including where you sleep, where you that's that's terrible. That is terrible. It's fine if you're gonna have your sit on your table and your camera is faced a certain direction. That's okay, right? That's okay. But then to move around with the camera and that is a little bit too much, guys. Hey, that's a little bit too much. Is that done for subscribers? Is that what people like to see? So people like to see where you sleep. People like to see how you live. I mean, I'm not saying that it doesn't look nice. Even if it looks nice, even if your environment is, you know, coated in gold and whatever, diamonds, furnishings, it doesn't matter. It's just that you don't want to be doing that, showing all of that to the world. Yeah, have your camera there and it's facing there, and sit there and talk about what you need to talk about. But why do you need to be moving around and showing your house every day? You know, and when you haven't made your bed, we can see that as well. Fine, okay, guys. That's what people like to see. I mean, yeah, maybe people, you can even make a mess and then film yourself because people want to see the mess. That's fine. But that's a little bit strange for me. It is a little bit strange for me. And because I believe that when you have a voice and you are an influencer, you have people who look up to you, and they'll begin to think that that way of doing things is okay when it's actually not okay. So I'm sure that people, you guys, you content creators that do things like that, you've seen others do it, and you've seen their channels grow, right? And then you've done the same thing. Okay, so now we have YouTube and all these other platforms is so full of this mess that we have now normalized, right? And then you have people who look up to you and they think that's normal. And guess what? When they have problems, yeah, they're gonna be filming it all. I'm not saying you can't be creative. Yes, you can. Yes, you can, but I'm talking about this constant, just filming everything. Everything. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of mess, guys. It's all normal putting a private info on YouTube. It's okay. It's not a problem with this situation. Oh wow, okay. Why do you say that? Why do you think it's normal, Brett? Why do you think it's normal to show where you sleep? To show and even take the camera in the bathroom when people shower. Why do you think that's normal? Well, yeah, I mean, people think differently. I respect that. But why do you think that's normal? Why do you think that's normal? If it's not reality TV, right? Yeah, gone. Because what? Because it is what? Yeah, I'm looking at your comments, so please subscribe, like, and share. Thank you for all of you, my old subscribers. Thank you for your continued support. Thank you for all of you, my new subscribers. You're welcome on this channel. Feel free to leave comments, to subscribe, like, and share. And all of you, my viewers, please subscribe if you haven't already done so. Do consider subscribing. Let's do this exchange where you watch me and you subscribe. So I'm growing my channel, and I've always been saying that my channel is going to grow and that I'm going to be producing very good quality content. So I'm trying to reach a certain milestone. So be the first one, to help me get to that milestone by subscribing, liking, and if you can, sharing. Let's see what Brett is saying. I think you are targeting people's situations. Not really. Why do you think that? Why do you think? No, I'm not. I promise. I'm just, I'm, I'm just talking randomly. Like it's not one person. I've seen a lot of. In my case, I've seen a lot of content creators like talk about their personal lives, show including just show everything really, everything. Um, but some content creators, they are really good. Like they don't show everything. They just show you what they need to show you. They are conservative. I don't know. Maybe because I want to be conservative. Okay. Um, Okay, so this is your view, Brett. I think you are targeting people's situations. Not really, not really, because let me explain. Maybe I didn't explain it properly. So what I mean is, imagine, imagine that you talk about, say for example, relationship issues, right? When something happens in in a person's relationship, they then take it to social media, to Facebook, Instagram, or even YouTube, and then they start to talk about what happened and how it happened and all of that. So what happens is that, you see, as soon as you bring out this information that's meant to be private, it's your relationship, it has to be private. Okay, you can't take back that what you've done. Me, I'll be very weary staying close to somebody who goes on social media and puts everything on social media. I'll be very weary. Okay, I'll be very weary because honestly, you can't have your whole life, like out here on public platforms. That's all I'm saying. But the rest, you can talk about what you want to talk about. Okay, like say for example, if I find, let me give you an example. If say for example I find a new way to do a manicure or pedicure, yeah, I can film that, right? To say, hey guys, look, I find a design to paint my nails and this is how I do it. I can do that. Okay, so that's not like putting my whole life on blast. Okay, that's different. Or say for example, I'm learning a certain recipe, okay, and I want to cook something. Yeah, that's okay. I can actually cook, okay, but I'm not going to be moving around with my camera, taking it everywhere I go, and talking about my relationship, talking about, no, I'll be focusing on the meal that I'm cooking, right? And I'll be talking about that. So I don't have to bring my relationship issues, if I have any, into my into this recipe that I'm trying out online. Or so this is what I mean. So yeah, I mean, and if I want to talk about relationships, right, I won't be talking about myself, like this and that happened in my relationship. I won't be doing that. I'll be specifically talking about how relationships work and not talking about personal details. So it's okay to talk about your private info. It's okay. Okay. Well, I suppose people are different, so I respect that. Would you talk about your private info, Brett? Would you? Are you? Do you create content? And do you talk about your private, like private information? Because I'm a new content creator, and I'm really just trying to find my footing on YouTube and on other social media platforms. So, but my view is that I keep my private life private. No content. Yes, I do talk to about my. Also, you are a content creator. Then you are a YouTuber. So, what sort of content do you produce? Do you have a? Is it any random, or do you have a niche? What is your niche in terms of producing content? No videos. Oh, you don't do videos. So what do you do then if you don't do videos? What is the content? I'm going to look at your channel, by the way, and I'm going to subscribe. Have you subscribed to mine? Do subscribe, please, if you haven't yet subscribed. Also, welcome guys to my channel. My name is Sarah. Welcome to all you my new subscribers. Welcome to all you my old subscribers. Thank you for your continued support. To all of you my viewers, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, like, and if you can, do share. Subscribing to people live streams. Okay. Also, you do come. Oh, that's good. That's really good. That's really supportive. If you I just subscribed to your channel. Oh, may God bless you. Thank you so much. And yeah, I'm going to be, when I travel the world, you're going to be traveling with me so you can see the content that I will be producing. So yeah, guys, I just thought, you know what? I'm going to do another random today. So my random video, oh my gosh, my random video today is for all content creators and those of you who are aspiring to start producing content like myself, and that don't make some of the mistakes that some YouTubers are making. So yeah, you can show whatever part of your life you would like, but just be aware that once you leave content out there on social media, you won't be able to take it back. And just be careful, okay? Just because you can, it doesn't mean you should. Okay, just because you have a camera, you have the internet, and you can actually put your personal life on social media, it doesn't mean you should. I am from Arizona, USA. Oh, that's good. And how's Arizona, Brett? Is it cold? Are you guys experiencing the winter over there? So yeah, guys, yeah, Anyway, I'm feeling tired now. But before I actually fell asleep, I needed to do this video. Oh, it's nice weather. Oh, really? Is it cold? Is it cold or is it snowing yet? I like to read all your comments, guys. I am still in kids' diapers. Oh, really? That's interesting. So, what are you doing on social media at this hour if you are still in kids' diapers? What are you doing on social media? I'm sure, I don't think you should be on social media, should you? Anyhow, guys. Okay. Oh my god. I think I'm falling asleep now, guys. I've done my video. Okay. I've said what I wanted to say about content, being careful what you put out there. Also remembering that you won't take it back. Okay. So, yeah. All right, guys. Thank you so much to all of you, my viewers and subscribers, and thank you so much. Just watching people's live streams. Oh wow, that's good. It's good to have you on my live stream, Brett. It's good. Thank you. May God bless you. So yeah. Anyhow, guys, thank you so much. I think I just need to conclude this video now. I haven't got much to say. Yeah, thank you too, Brett. Thank you. So I haven't got much to say. All I wanted to say is that please, please, please be careful what you share online. Be careful, you are influencing people. Some of the things that I've heard people talk about, it's immoral stuff, and sometimes children, young children, are accessing that sort of material. Be responsible for what you put out there, knowing that a child can actually stumble on your information. Okay, just because you've categorized your video as adults only, it doesn't mean that a child wouldn't stumble on that video. Do you know, let me give you an example. Say for example, a 10-year-old took their mother's phone or their 17-year-old sibling's phone, and then they go to YouTube, right? A YouTube account that isn't theirs, and they stumble on some of the content that I've been seeing, certain pockets of YouTubers, really immoral stuff, okay? That whether, I don't know whether it's creativity, they're trying to be creative. Imagine a child looking at that or listening to that. So yeah, let's be responsible for what we bring out here. I know people love to watch drama. Yeah. So anyhow, I better end my video now, guys. Anvi, hi, and is it Anvi? Did I pronounce your name correctly? How do you pronounce your name? Is it is it Anvi, or voice is not coming out? Speak loud. Oh, can you hear me now? Anvi? Sorry, you said your voice is not coming out. Speak loud. Yeah, can you hear me now? Is that loud enough for you? Oh, what's happening? Voice is not okay. Right. Yeah, this is why I keep saying to people, let me know if you can hear me. How old are you? old enough, to be on YouTube. I'm old enough to be on YouTube at this hour, so I'm an adult. I'm not a child, so it's safe. Right, okay. So, why did you want to know if I'm at how old I may be? Is it because you thought I was a child? Or what? Anyhow, can you hear me, Amvi? Can you? Is my voice loud now? Because I'm speaking a lot louder than before. Anyhow, so I was talking about certain content that different content creators are generating on YouTube and other social media accounts. So I was saying that obviously people are putting their dirty laundry. Oh, you want me to show my face? Well, do you use Snapchat? No, I don't like to use Snapchat, not really. But I do have Snapchat, quite okay. But I don't use Snapchat. Are you on my Snapchat or something? Because I do ignore Snapchat. Are you on Snapchat yourself? Andy? Anyhow, as I was saying, guys, girls and boys, okay, I was saying that for those of you who are content creators, be careful not to put your private information over here on public platforms. As soon as you do, you can't take it back. And stop talking about your relationship challenges out here on social media, okay? People don't need to know anything about that. Just produce content. You still gain viewers and subscribers, you know. And so no need to wash your laundry, your dirty laundry in public. That's for starters. The reason why I thought to do this video is because you are influencers, okay? And being influencers, you have people watching you, okay? And some people, they like you and they want to copy what you do. So naturally, right, they're gonna bring their problems to social media. Are you Philip? No, I'm not. Oh my goodness. Brett Flo. Are you Philippine? No, I'm not. Why? Why do you think I'm not? Okay. Alright guys. Why did you ask that? Do you use Snapchat? No, I don't use Snapchat. No, I'm not from the Filipinos. No, I'm actually in London. So, yeah. Anyhow. So, guys, what is your accent? Oh, my accent. Oh, I use so many accents. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about my accent. Just listen to what I'm saying. Brett, that's what's important. Not my accent, but listen to what I am saying. I can use any accent I want. So, yeah. Anyhow, as I was saying, guys, so I believe that when people produce content, there should be a part of your life that shouldn't be out here. There should be a part of your life that has never been out here in public, right? Why? because you don't want your whole life out here, putting it out here for other people to know. And also remember, if you are an influencer, remember that you have other people really copying who you are. I mean, what you do. So when you bring your relationship problems online, that's exactly what they are going to do. So it depends what sort of a person you want to be. But then, you see, morals, I think we should raise our bars really our bar really high. You know, if you're an influencer, you can't afford to be immoral. You can't afford to speak like somebody who doesn't have any morals. You know, like somebody who was raised by a bunch of animals. If you were raised correctly, you know, your parents did instill morals into you, that has to reflect your whole life, right? So you just don't leave the morals, the good morals that your parents instilled into you just because you're on social media. You know, just because I'm on social media with a ghost account, it doesn't mean that now, you know, I can become immoral. No. I have a compass, a guiding compass inside of me, right? That teaches me that no, you can't go that far. With your speech, with how you talk to other people, even behind a camera, like I'm doing now. You know, even behind a ghost account. If you were raised by people, good parents, and not animals, honestly, it's going to reflect what you live on social media. But if you are raised by a bunch of animals, then we will see what you live on here. Okay? So it's the same thing when you are producing content that is immoral for other people to see. It's got nothing to do with the people that you are showing your content to. It's got everything to do with you at the end of the day, because you produce that content, nobody else. Even if it's a comment you leave, right, and it's inappropriate, it's got nothing to do with anybody else. It's got to do with you. Okay? And a lot of that just reflects on what a sort of a person that you are. Okay? So the whole point is, if you are an influencer and you have a lot of people that look up to you, it's important not to put your dirty laundry out here in the open, because you have people who look up to you that are going to be copying everything you do. They want to sound like you. When they have a problem like you did, they'll rush to the internet, rush to social media and leave it out here. And sometimes it's not even safe. Okay? So sometimes it's not even safe. So what we see some of you guys doing on social media has got a lot to do with who you are in private. Okay? You cannot be one thing in private and be an animal on social media and be immoral on social media. Okay? So you can't be one thing in private. You can't be one thing in person and then another thing on social media. Okay? So it's very important, guys, that as much as people want to be very creative so that they can um, gain themselves subscribers and viewers, I would like to have that happen for me, but I won't go overboard. Yeah, as much as you have to be creative, but don't go overboard. That's what I'm trying to say. So guys, yeah, all you content creators, leave me comments in the comment section below, and let me know what you think about what we watch on social media these days, where content creators are just getting really raw and putting their private lives on social media, filming everything, where they sleep, everything on a daily basis. So you know what, as I said, I'm a new content creator. I don't think that I want to do things like that, but when I'm out in the open or out in public places, yeah, I will film anything that I have to film. But when it comes to your personal life and to other people around you, their personal lives, I don't think it's a good thing to talk about them or to talk about yourself in that way. Okay? And for those of you who just troll people, and you type immoral stuff on people's channels, you are telling me who you are. You are telling other people who you are. Okay? And it's got nothing to do with the people that are reading your comments that are offensive. It's got everything to do with who you are. So as much as the content you create to for other people to watch has got everything to do with what you are. So yeah, guys, let's take responsibility on what we put out here on social media. For example, the other day I noticed that there's a family feud that's taking place on one of the Christian channels that I was speaking about, I think about 2 days ago, where this family is taking the family feud online. Okay? And you know, family members, parents and children attacking each other, putting their private lives on social media. I find that quite upsetting, really upsetting, especially for people who should know better, Christians. I find it really upsetting, because you know what, that information that has been plastered all over the net, and then you have people who like to exaggerate, people who like to then add on salt and spice to the story to make it more appealing. Okay, they then add on whatever they have to add on. But had you not put it out here on social media, guess what? These people, they wouldn't have the building blocks that they are using. They wouldn't have the building blocks that they are using. So be careful. Even when you are upset, okay, with your loved ones, be careful not to take that information onto social media just because you can, just because you own a camera, just because you have the internet, and just because you have the audience to listen to you. You don't have to do that. You see, morals are not bought. You can't study morals at university. Even I've done modules like ethics, like business ethics. You can't. Sometimes people just study to pass, but they are not really ethical. So being, upholding good standards, good morals, it's something that starts from home. You can't study it at university. So as I was saying, I'm not just talking about certain content creators who, film everything in their home, in their surroundings. I'm also referring to people who bring family feuds online. Really, family feuds. So it's terrible. It's terrible, all because of money. All because of it's really sad. And then what has happened is, with this particular channel I'm talking about, it's a TV network. It's a Christian TV network where the son and wife, they're having fights with his mom, and there's other things involved in there. So all of that now, it can be taken away, because people have recreated videos about what's been done. At the end of the day, when things do calm down, these guys, they will look back and think, why did I do that? Why did I do that? Yeah, so it's not necessarily that I had certain people in mind. No, I'm just generalizing. And looking at some of the videos I did the other day, I was talking about this particular network called Daystar, with what's happening at Daystar, where family members are talking. They're talking about their relationship problems between son and daughter-in-law and their mother and everybody else involved, and even people who are not a part of the family. Okay, now everybody else is brought into that. So there's character assassinations involved in there. There's accusations. So many difficult statements made, and they're difficult to chew and digest. So this is where my thoughts were. Not necessarily a particular influencer. No, even if you have millions, but you know what? There are influencers who are Christian, and people listen when they talk, especially if you are a Christian leader, if you are a leader in the church, in the kingdom of God. You need to be careful at whatever capacity. You need to be careful, when you are offended in relationships, whether, it's a sibling thing, yeah, you can have those differences, but in the heat of the moment, don't bring them on social media. Do not bring them on social media, because what you are doing is, you see, there are people who've been watching you, people who look up to you. That's the thing people forget. When you've been here on social media, as a leader or as an influencer, you forget that people are listening to you. So when you fall hard like that, do you ever stop to think how many other people are falling hard with you? You are taking a lot of people down with you. And you will answer to that. You will answer before God. You will answer before God. Apologies what happened there. So we got disconnected a little bit. So I'm back again. So guys, as I was saying, earlier, before the phone before this live stream disconnected, I was saying that we need to be careful what we take on social media as influencers, especially if you have such a huge following. You have a voice and people look up to you. And so what happens is, when you fall, when you do fall, and you're doing things like that on social media, for example, you are a Christian man or woman, what you need to understand is, when you do things like that, you have followers that are watching you and listening to you. They are watching everything you are doing. So when you fall hard like that, they also do fall hard with you like that. Okay? So never take it for granted. Never take your voice for granted. Never take the influence you have on these platforms for granted. It's good to be creative if you want to grow your channel, but be very careful that some of the creativity that you think will earn you followers and viewers, all you've done is you've destroyed lives in the name of creativity. Okay, does that mean I won't be creative? I will be, but it's harmless creativity. Okay? It's harmless creativity. It will not involve immoral stuff. That's what I'm trying to say, guys. So, yeah. So some of you who thought you knew what I'm talking about, no, you don't. As I said, I don't look at what other people are doing on YouTube so I can criticize. I am not a responder. I know that there are responders here, negative responders, but that's not my niche. So if I wanted to respond to specific things on YouTube, I will actually mention it. But in this case, just to clarify things for others, I have mentioned why I said, as I produced this video and said what I said. Okay? As I said, lately, there's a family feud that's taking place on YouTube, and they're each taking turns. Okay, so certain members of the family will do interviews and talk about their opponent, criticize them, and tell the world what they did. This is like mother and son relationship, daughter-in-law with mother-in-law and things like that. You see, it shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't. So we are responsible how we as influencers, as content creators, we are responsible, and we have to be careful. People are not just subscribing to our channels, you know. It's because they love us and they respect us, and they want to hear what we have to say. And so if you have millions and millions of subscribers, you are a Christian, man or woman, and then you go out there, you have a fight, you have a family feud, and then you start criticizing each other, accusing each other. Okay? And at this point, we don't even know who's telling the truth, because somebody has to be lying. And as I said, I don't take sides. As I said a few days ago, the only side that I take is God's side. I stand for what is right. Okay? I stand for what is right at all times. So at this point, I have listened to all sides, and there's so many groups that have gathered on social media, especially YouTube, you know, in support of whichever side they've taken. Okay? And we are talking about millions and millions of people. Come on, guys. So we are the church. And if the church starts to behave like the world, what are we doing? What are we doing, guys? Because I can assure you that as soon as you let out that dirty laundry, okay? As soon as you let out that personal information in your families, in the life of your family, it goes viral. There's no stopping it. There's no stopping it. So, yeah. Does it mean I'm saying these things? Does this mean that I'm perfect? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. But you must know that you as a Christian, what you do affects me. And what I do, if you are a Christian, what I do also affects you. That's why we are called the body of Christ. Because when you have a headache, the whole body is feeling sick. You know? When you have flu, a flu bad, your whole body is affected. So remember that what you do as a Christian, you belong to the body of Christ, the church. So I'm not here because I'm perfect. I'm here to say whatever issues you have, relational issues you have with your loved one. Okay, now I've mentioned what I meant. So whatever issues you have, try and resolve them behind the scenes. Okay, behind the scenes. Now imagine we are going into Christmas. Because of these things that you've said against each other, now you can be together for Christmas. Okay, maybe it's just the first Christmas that you won't be celebrating together, but a lot has been said. It's going to now start to build up to second Christmas, third, fourth, and then the impact will be felt. So I don't know whether this was for subscribers and viewers on social media, but did you guys, you content creators, did you forget who you are? At this point, I'm not even talking to the world. I've already opened up because I had to, so that I don't sound like, people think, oh, you're talking about me. No, I'm not. What I had in mind is a subject that I already started talking about. So I didn't want to come direct. I just wanted to just generalize my discussion. But because somebody said, oh, I'm targeting certain individuals, so I have decided to actually name what I'm talking about. So yeah, always remember, as a Christian influencer, as a Christian man or woman, always remember children are watching. Not only children. I'll give you an example where sometimes I have people who want to dress the same like me, same shoes, same clothes, and even same hair, and even want to do the same makeup, same color lipstick, same nails, same everything. Imagine these are unimportant things. It's just fashion. Okay? So if people can copy that, imagine the sort of things they are copying from you without even realizing it. So you disagree, you have a family feud, and everybody knows what you represent. That is exactly what they're gonna do. They're gonna bring their family feuds over here, whether it's husband-wife relationship, girlfriend-boyfriend, whether it's parent-child, child-to-parent, sibling to sibling. Yeah, it's gonna come out here. on social media. Okay, so yeah, guys, that is about all. That's what I wanted to talk about. And yeah, I better go now, and I will catch up later with you guys. So be blessed. And yeah, I will see you. I will see you all very soon. Okay, so I'm done now with what I wanted to talk about. God bless you. Bye.